Oscar, what up? Good morning from Australia, everybody. If you're tuning in to the live stream from YouTube on the replay, I'm Luan, professional musician, got a free music school. Definitely check it out if you want to get better at music. It's a vibe. Oscar has just joined the community. He's a vibe, if you want to see what he's doing. Let's have a quick look at our leaderboard. We'll get into our routine. Or maybe I'll sing a song first, and then we'll do the leaderboard. Because I feel like today's leaderboard's gonna look a bit spicy. The community's been popping off in the past few days. All right, let's do it. Let's get it. Let's just jump right in because Oscar's from England. We'll play an English jam. Oh yeah. Say ah. Oh yeah. Oscar knows. Sounds just like a song. Up on your belly, and the summer feeling, 'cause it's wonderful and warm. Breathe me in, breathe me out, 'cause I don't know if I could ever go without. And I'm just thinking about, 'cause I don't know if I could ever go without. Watermelon sugar high, 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 watermelon sugar high. It tastes like strawberry, yeah, and that summer evening. Yeah, you're my only drug. I'm on your wonderful and warm. Breathe me in, breathe me out, 'cause I don't know if I could ever go without. Watermelon sugar high, 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 watermelon sugar high. Taste it, and I just wanna taste it. Watermelon sugar high. I just wanna taste it, and I just wanna taste it. Watermelon sugar, watermelon sugar. on that summer evening. You're my only drug, and I'm on your belly. And that summer feeling, 'cause I don't know if I could ever go without watermelon sugar high, 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 watermelon sugar high. You guys ready, team? From Strawberry Kisses, 'cause I've been missing those strawberry kisses, yeah. The taste is so sweet, it's gonna drive me crazy. And I've been missing those strawberry kisses. The taste is so sweet. Watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high, watermelon sugar high. Can I do blank space in the style of Carl Walkner? That would be pretty hard, because I'm not as good as Carl. Okay. I'm gonna try my best to do it. He does like, because he does the beat first. So I'm not gonna do it exactly like Carl, because I don't know how to do it with the beat first. But I could do it like, we need a, yeah, I'll try it like that. So do you think like, and he adds like a little bit like, see if that works. And we'll add a little bit of groove. I don't really like that bass. Carl will be disappointed. He doesn't do it too fancy. He keeps it real. All right, believe. Carl, don't let me down. I reckon that's pretty cool. Oh, yeah. actually kind of getting fun. Nice to meet you, where you been? I can show you incredible things. Magic, madness, heaven sent. I saw you there and I thought, oh my God, look at that face. You look like the next mistake. Love's a game, wanna play. Money, suit and tie. I can read you like a magazine. Ain't it funny, rumors lie. And I know you heard about me, so hey, let's be friends. I'm trying to see how this one ends. Passport in my hand, I can make the bad girls good for a weekend. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. If you know I love the players, yeah, and you love the game. Yeah, we're young and we're reckless, yeah, we'll take this way too far. It'll leave you reckless, oh, with a nasty scar. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. But I've got a blank space, baby, yeah, now by your name. Cherry lips and crystal skies, and I can show you incredible things. Magic, madness, heaven scars. Still I'm living down. Oh my God, look at that thing. Ah, I'm back to the lyrics. I'm too thinking about the lyrics. Oh no, screaming, crying, perfect storms, and I can make all the tables turn. Rose garden filled with thorns. I leave you second guessing like, oh my God, who is she? I get drunk with jealousy. You come back each time you leave. Darling, I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You could tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. And you know I love the players, and you love the game. We're young and we're reckless, yeah, we'll take this way too far. It'll leave you breathless, oh, with a nasty scar. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. But I've got a blank space, baby, yeah. And now I go. Is it gonna be forever? Is it gonna be forever? Is it gonna be forever? This should be a kazoo though. Only one love is torture. Don't say I didn't, say I didn't warn ya. Boys, only one love is torture. Don't say I didn't, say I didn't warn ya. So it's gonna be forever, or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over, if the high was worth the pain. Got out on list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. And you know I love the players, and you love the game. We're young and we're reckless, yeah, we'll take this way too far. It'll leave you breathless, yeah, all with a nasty scar. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. But I've got a blank space, baby, yeah, and I write your name. Oh, well, it is what it is. That's fun. Yeah, I've never done that song with a loop, but it is loopable. Yeah, I haven't listened to Carl's version, but he just does the cleanest looping, man. Fucking so good. So good. Like, I don't know. His tone and like you watch him like set up his loops, they're just, to get that level of detail in a loop that quickly and that clean, he obviously, that's all he does. He's just like that level of beast. And I don't think many people understand because they see him looping, but his vocal delivery, and then on top of that, like the way he plays the guitar, he's so good. Like he just knows his shit so well. I don't know. I don't know. One day we will figure it out. That's his USP for gigs though, isn't it? What do you mean the USB? But yeah, no, he's a complete artist savage. I mean, I learned how to loop from watching him. Unique selling point. Okay, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess the looping is his unique thing. But I feel like if he was in a band, he would crush either way. Like, he's like so musically on. Like, he knows his shit. He's very, very good. And you even hear in his writing, he's got really, really cool writing. But it is what it is. I think it's way more cost effective to be a looping artist than managing a band, especially when it comes to tours. And I think his unique selling point is him. I don't think it's looping. Because there's a lot of people that can loop very good, and I don't think and looping itself, I find with gigs is like you can be very, very pretty with the looping, but it's more about the songs that really brings people in. When you look at someone like Carl, like if I look at someone like Carl and I was like, I wonder what his like best factor is, it's him. But it truly is like his personality just like oozes within his like playing, and in between his sets he would have such great banter and his just vibe on stage. Like that's a really hard thing to cultivate. Which if you look back at his old content, you can see him like slowly, like his personality never really changed, but the way he presented his personality just got better and better and better and better. And he crushes. I saw his TED Talk. It's so good. But Carl is like, if you want to get really good at live looping, he is easy goals. Like you just set the goal, Carl, and then you just try, and you will get better. I would love to like pick his brain one day. Maybe one day we'll convince him to do a TED Talk for our class for the online school. Because pretty much heaps of people in our online school love him. So, yeah, he's very good. Oscar, it always depends on the goal. So you're asking questions about what about adding piano to the loops? Everything about looping, so it depends on the goal every time. You figure out what is your goal with the looping. Now, if you're, say, for instance, Carl, your brand is the loop. Like his brand is himself, and then obviously the looping, because he's a one-man band. So he is all about getting these loops to be really rich, really interesting, and he builds them really effectively. So there's lots of really interesting layers. He adds a kazoo, he has different sounds. It's always developing, and it sounds awesome. That on its own doesn't lend to hitting the mass market. If you look at who is a looping artist, there's only one real looping artist that I know that has been able to crush mass market, and that's Ed Sheeran. But when you understand that looping itself is not the thing that gets you there, is the thing that will help you. Because it's not the loops that made Ed Sheeran successful, it's the songs. And his songs are so good, and he knew all the great cover songs to weave into his sets as he was getting better and better and better. And his thing is just deliver the best show possible to someone. And so when you watch Ed Sheeran loop and you watch him play live, he doesn't muck around. It is beat, something, go. Even the bass, like I've never really heard him loop bass. Very rarely would you ever hear Ed Sheeran loop a bass. Is, say, for instance, you were doing like You Need Me, I Don't Need You. It's like, and then it's the beatbox, and then it's the strumming. And then that's it. He's not doing like some bass thing. I mean, Bad Habits and all those things. Bad Habits is on keys. Shape of You is on there. Oh, does he have the bass on the keys? See, I wouldn't even, because I've seen him live, especially when he was touring with Bad Habits. Bad Habits wasn't even a good song that he performed live. It just didn't hit. Every song that he put more effort on the loop disconnected more with the audience, which was crazy to see. So the songs that he just went in, quick loop, in. Like, he was so fast. Within like under a minute, he's immediately engaging the audience and just crushing it. But then again, he would know better. So like, that's like one example, but most of his stuff, he won't do that. To the point where some of the stuff, he would just be like, boom, boom, and then immediately start singing, maybe I came on too strong, boom, maybe I waited too long. And he'd do stuff like that. So on both extremes, I look at Carl Walkner as like utmost goals for looping. As like, if you want to make the most amazing, incredibly sounding loops, Carl Walkner's your guy. And then if you want to be as relatable to an audience as possible, hitting as many people as possible, then Ed Sheeran is your guy. And you need to figure out where you are on that spectrum. And obviously, you can like make things as complicated or as simple as you wanted, but the most important thing above everything is the song. So are the songs you're playing very cool? Because you could play, like, say, for instance, I play Vultures by John Mayer, and I loop that. Well, we're going to think it's cool, and some people on YouTube are going to think it's cool. But if I'm playing that at a show where people are paying to come and be entertained, and they want to sing and they want to dance, well, Vultures ain't going to cut it. Vultures going to sound like shit. So there might be, like, a couple of people in the audience that might like it, but the other audience members, they're not looking for complexity unless you're marketing your show that way. They don't want to hear Vultures. They want to hear Brown Eyed Girl. And if you're going to loop a song, they want to hear a really cool song that's looped, like No Diggity, in which you're mixing a bunch of other stuff. Yes, which I'm going to do, Oscar. Exactly what you're saying. The only way is to have a Mayer fans come. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a John Mayer show, and then we will do that. We will solve that problem. That's how I will solve that problem. Speaking of John Mayer, I think I should practice some John. I mean, my main goal, like my dream would be, like my current dream life that I'm aiming towards is I live stream every single day. And then I do concerts once a month, and I do whatever I want at those concerts. And then people come and see me, so I get to play live, and then I get to play live every day because I'm live streaming. But I get to have like an audience once a month and engage with them, and that'd be pretty cool. And so that's pretty much my goal. All right, we're gonna do this, Oscar. Good evening. Oh, Pops, what up? Oh, hey, I just got to do a massive shout out to Pops. Pops donated $100 to the community through a YouTube video. Pops, you're a legend. Like straight up. Like I was gonna reply to that donation, and it was insane. I woke up this morning and my son woke me up, and and I was like, I'm so confused. What is this thing that's like lit up and it had like $99? I was like, what is going on? And then I realized it was a super that Pops had donated, and I was like, holy crap, this is insane. So thank you so much, Pops. It will definitely go to good use, and I will continue to work very, very hard to make sure the content is great, and we just keep delivering. And I really appreciate it. Like, you guys that really buy cowbells. I mean, would this work better? This is like the closest. Oh, it's not plugged in. Whoops. Damn. I wonder if I can plug it in. Is this it? Yeah? Where is it? I think I got it. It's that. Oh, yeah, I found it. 1, 2. I think I got it. Yeah, I forgot to set it up, but... Oh, wait, no, it's not. Is the mixer not on correctly? Let me double check. Maybe I haven't got it on. Yeah. Let's go. So yeah, thank you so much. This is my dream, and it's gonna happen. We just gotta get more and more people in the community vibing. This love. We'll do it after this one. I gotta get this down. But Pops. Sky blue gets dark enough to see the colors of the city lights. A trail of ruby red and diamond white hits it like a sunrise. She comes and goes like no one can. Touch down, find a high on Peachtree Street. Mixed drinks and techno beats, it's always heavy into everything. And she comes and goes, like no one can. She comes and goes and no one knows she's slipping through my hands. She's always buzzing just like neon, 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 neon. Who knows how long, yeah, how long and how long she can go before she burns away. Can be her angel now. Yes, I'm my place to hold it down. And It's hard for me to take a stand, but I would take her anyway I can. And she comes, she goes, like no one can, like no Spread that going. She comes and she goes, she's slipping through my hands. She's always buzzing just like neon, 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 neon. Who knows how long, yeah, how long and how long she can go before she burns away. She burns away. Oh, she burns. Like no one can, like no one can. She comes and she goes, 'cause she's slipping through my hands. Oh, she's always buzzing just like neon, 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 neon. Who knows how long and how long and how long she can go before she burns away. There we go. Sweet couple, 10 grandkids. Oh my gosh, that's a lot. That sounds like my father-in-law currently. What are they at now? So we've got 2. My sister-in-law has 2. Brother-in-law has 2. So we're at 6. And then they got another son that is yet to have kids. Oi. Are we doing This Love again? Is that what the goal is? So you went and played an anniversary and you got $250, and so you kept 100 for yourself, 100 for me, and oh wow, dude, thank you, and 50 for your kid. I feel like your kid's got like, you gave a stranger on the internet $100 instead of me. Why didn't you give him 50? Pops, have you checked? How old is the maiden that I have? This maiden, I think I got it in 2020, so it's about 5 years. Is it? This one, I don't know when this one was built. I don't know if I can find it. Anyway, handmade for the world stage. Wait, we need to do our leaderboards, yo. Let's check it out. Who's winning in the current leaderboard? Let's have a look. Boo-doo-doom, boom, boom. All right, everyone's been hooking in. Pops sneaking in number 2. Crushing. Went like within the week. I mean, I sent you a message, Pops, and I was like, dude, you are so good. I was before I was going to bed last night, and I was like, man, I need to message Pops in the morning and tell him how amazing he is in the community. He's doing so well. Like, he's jumping into all the conversations. He's inspiring a lot of conversation. I mean, Oscar as well. You started that whole thread. That was like such a good thread. In fact, it's such a good thread that I think we need to pin it, because it was such a cool one. We'll unpin your stargazing one, but it was a really, really, anytime I see people engage in conversation, is really, really cool. What song gets the most audience interaction? I thought this was a very, very cool post. I need to jump in and make my comment on it. But look, 31 comments, such a great high quality post. I love that shit. That's fantastic. But yeah, currently, if we look at the leaderboard, B-Rad is crushing it. He's just gotten way more points because he loves it, and he's just always in the chat. So he's almost at 70 points. So I don't know. It's going to be pretty hard for you guys to beat B-Rad. Pops is crushing it. He's just easily snuck in number 2. By the way, you've got like, I don't know, how many days? How many days have you guys got to win? So this is, you guys got plenty of time, but currently you guys are looking pretty good. If you keep it up. So we've got 7th of April. So you've got 1, 2, there's around 3 weeks. 3 weeks for you guys to keep racking up them points before the top 10 gets announced. So doing a fantastic job here. Disappear because of work. Look, I mean, the whole purpose of the community is just to be here when you need us. Like, that's how I have built it. It is not designed to be consumed in one sitting. The actual classroom content that I have here, this is a culmination of 20 years of experience. And then it's Berkeley, which was like 3.5 years for me. And then all the knowledge I learned from Nashville. And then all the experience of me performing and working as a musician. That's where these courses come from. So to think that you could just binge it in a week, like, you're not going to understand what's going on. So definitely, Christoph jumped in. Nice. Christoph's in the chat. Yeah. So just take your time with it. But there's a new feature that just got released. It's called the map feature. So we can see where everyone in the world lives. And what you can do is the actual location of everyone is the pins are off. So like, people can't dox you. They don't know. They just know the city that you live in. And so that allows people to connect. And what I would encourage you guys to do is have a look at the map feature and see what you can do, because a lot of you guys can meet up with people and see, for instance, like, I can see that Ella and Lucas live here, and then Ruth Smith lives here. Ruth, I didn't even know who this person is. I've never met this person in the community. They're level 1. And then I'm here, obviously. So I could arrange like a group meetup and everyone could play together. It says you live in Birmingham. Is that not correct? So if we look at the United Kingdom, we've got Oscar lives here. Steve lives like really close. You live in Manchester. Okay, cool. So it's like 10 miles off, right? Birmingham is the worst. We don't know where you guys might all live, but you'll see that like Brian's here, like he's a producer, for instance. So he's a producer and he's a coach for music artists. So you could, if you wanted to, connect with this person in the community and then do, producing. And then this Jack Povey, like, you can connect with these people and, jam with them. I don't know. I ideally see it as that. And then in the future, if I ever decide to travel, I will pretty much take this information and then I'll let everyone know where I'm going to be at and where you guys can come and see me play. And then we'll all hang out. It'll be very, very cool. So that's the new map feature. It's quite wicked. Anyway, great job on the leaderboard, team. Okay, what's next? I think you said you wanted This Love, right? You'll go. Buy me tickets, Lou. Hey, if we crush it, we'll figure out a way to make it work. Don't worry. If we succeed, we'll figure out a way to make it work. I was so high, I did not recognize the fire burning in her eyes, the chaos that controlled my mind. Whispered goodbye and she got on a plane, and never to return again, but always in my heart. Oh, this love has taken its toll on me, 'cause she said goodbye too many times before, and her heart is breaking in front of me, and I have no choice, 'cause I won't say goodbye anymore. Whoa, oh, oh, whoa, oh, oh. I try my best to feed her appetite. I keep her coming every night, so hard to keep her satisfied. Kept playing love like it was just a game, pretending to feel the same. Turn around and leave again. Yeah, but I'm on. This love has taken its toll on me, 'cause she said goodbye too many times before. Her heart is breaking in front of me, and I have no choice, 'cause I won't say goodbye anymore. Oh, oh, whoa, oh, 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 oh. I'll fix these broken things, I'll repair your broken wings, and make sure everything's alright. My pressure on your hips, yeah, I sink in my fingertips, 'cause every inch of you, 'cause I know that's what you want me to do. This love has taken its toll on me, 'cause she said goodbye too many times before. Her heart is breaking in front of me, and I have no choice, 'cause I won't say goodbye anymore. Whoa, oh, 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 whoa, oh, oh, oh. You listen to 2 hours of Maroon 5 in the car, and this love was on repeat. So I'll tell you the song that I really love of Maroon 5, especially on that album, is The Sun. Have you listened to The Sun? That's like one of my faves. I love that song. I remember playing it in high school in my high school band. It was so cool. You did copy those chord chops I've got there, but I need to understand those. Can't wait. Yeah, I mean, for that one, this is a really interesting one, because I'm playing a G7, and then I slide up and I play C minor 7, and then I'm doing F minor 7, and then I'm playing a D minor 7 flat 5. And that's how I do the verse. So G7, C minor 7, F minor 7, and then D minor 7 flat 5, which is really, really cool. And then the chorus is more basic, which is just like a C minor to an F minor to a B flat to a E flat, which is way easier. So C minor, F minor, B flat, E flat. Yeah, the D minor flat 5 though, that's the one that will throw you, because that's starting on the A string, you're going 5th fret, and then you're going 6th fret, 5th fret, 6th fret. And that's a very, very sneaky chord. But Pops, what you can do, am I a tenor? Dude, Oscar, I have no idea. And the reason why I try not to jump into that kind of stuff is because vocal pedagogy, I personally feel, is kind of stupid. There's a lot of stuff that's super, super important, like understanding, you know, how to control your voice, how to support your voice, all that kind of stuff. But I think people set like limitations on the voice, being like, okay, you're a tenor, so you can no longer do this, or you are this, so you can no longer do this. If you asked me to sing that song 3 years ago, there's no way I could have sung that song exactly like that. No way. But because I sang for 3 years straight, performing every weekend, then my voice got better. And then when I was live streaming, I was constantly practicing live streaming and I was listening back to recordings. So I was getting way, way, way better. So I try not to like look at that part of vocal pedagogy where there are people like, oh, like this is the box that you're in. And I'm like, there is no box. It's just like, give me the techniques to improve my voice and I'm just going to keep improving. And then we'll figure out where the limit is. And then usually I find that I have a limit and then I push it. And then that limit now no longer exists and there's a new limit. So you can get better. The only thing that you can't improve with your voice is your actual tone, like the sound of your voice, the makeup of your voice. Because you can obviously manipulate the tone of your voice and change the way you sound, but then you're doing a lot of work to change the way you sound versus improving your singing. So you went to your singing lesson today and he saw your set and wanted you to sing Stargazing and dropped it 4 semitones. And I was like, I can do it in the OG key. And you showed him his cover and he was shocked. Yeah. Because like, that's my point, dude. Like singing teachers, they are great. Like I'm just saying, don't not have a singing teacher, but remember to get what you want out of the singing teacher. Don't work for the singing teacher, make the singing teacher work for you. Okay, that's the thing that I want to say. Like, a lot of the times, people look at mentors and the same thing is with me, because you're obviously getting me to help you with stuff. You want me to work for you and what you want, not you do what I want you to do. Like, that's the thing. So you want to take as much knowledge as you can out of my head and other people's heads, and then make it apply to what you want. So if someone says, hey, you can't do this, then you'd be like, why? And he's like, well, this is the easier key to sing. Well, can I sing it harder? And then what if I do this for a year? Will it get easier? And then most of the time they'll be like, well, yeah. But a lot of people especially, as well, this is the other thing as well. Because I was having this conversation with someone earlier. Only really take the advice of someone who you want to be like. So say, for instance, you're like, do you want to be like your singing teacher? Well, then take a lot of things as a grain of salt because you got to understand what their objectives are. So if you look at me and you're like, oh, I want to do gigs like him or I want to do shit the way he does it, then you copy what I do and you take my advice on what I do. But if you don't want what I have, say for instance, like your work-life balance, you're like, I don't want to be like him. I don't want to have kids and I don't want to have to be worried about making my music into a 9-to-5. I want to go and play all the crazy shows and I want to become an artist and I want to be sleeping on couches and I want to do all that kind of stuff. Then you go and do that, right? You just don't listen to me on certain areas that you don't agree with. Whereas a lot of the times people, when they're finding mentors and they're finding teachers, they kind of listen to their teacher as like gospel, and it's not really the thing that matters. You need to pick out what works for you, and then you apply it, and then you get that from multiple different inspirations, and then that's how I was able to navigate a lot faster, was when I stopped listening to teachers. And I was like, what am I going to learn from you today? And that's what I did. I was never like, they're like, this is the only thing you can do. I was like, no. And I've had some pretty garbage teachers too. And I was still able to learn from them. So that's the other cool thing, is if you have this mindset, when you have like music teachers or professors or whatever, or people in your life that are trying to give you advice, even if you know that it's shit advice or they're not the person you want to learn from, there are things that you will learn to pick out that might be true. And then you can be like, I actually kind of like that. I don't agree with you, but I like that. And I don't like you, but I like that. And then that will help you get along way faster. Hopefully that helps. Oh. Speaking of my advice, Oscar, have you lined up all the bars that you're going to be hitting this week? You ready? You got your notepad out? You ready to do that? Yeah. Oscar's voice is great. Yeah, exactly. You're in Wales. Dude. Go to a popular bar in Wales, man. Do the same thing. I'm sure that all the banger songs in Wales are going to work in Manchester. Do the same thing. Recon, bro. Recon. Go to all these bars and just write down their set list, man. And then you're going to see what works. You see what the common threads are. And then you can just like crush it every single show. Be like, oh my God. I feel like playing a bit of Jackie. Bit of Jack Johnson. They say Taylor was a good girl, never want to be late, complain, express ideas in her brain. Working on the night shift, passing out the tickets, you're gonna have to pay her if you wanna park it. Mama's little dances, quite a little secret, working on the streets now, never gonna keep it. Position, and now she's only wishing that she would have listened to the words they said. Poor Taylor, and she just wanders around, unaffected by the winter winds here. She'll pretend that she's somewhere else, so far and clear, about 2,000 miles from here. Peter Patrick, a bit about his on the window, and sunny silhouette won't let him in. And poor old Pete's got nothing 'cause he's been falling, and somehow Sonny knows just the way he's been. He thinks that singing on Sonny gonna save his soul. Now that sad day's gone, sometimes he thinks that he's on his way, but I can see that his brake lights are on, and he just wanders around, unaffected by the winter winds here. And he'll pretend that, well, he's somewhere else, so far and clear, about 2,000 miles from here. Austin, what up? He's on the Twitch. Such a tough in July to fill up at night, to give him what you gotta give to get a dollar bill. Used to be a limp chicken, times have been a tick, and now she's finger licking to the man with the money in his pocket, flying in his rocket, only stopping by on his way to a better world. Taylor finds a better world. Taylor's going the wrong way. Let's go. Austin, do you have a song you want me to play? Can you see my song list there? Oh, yeah. Get the song list on. Scooby-doo-bap-bap-deep-deep-doo. Man, it's so disappointing that did I gig in? No, I sucked, dude. Pops, I didn't start gigging till so late. So late. Like, I started gigging 5 years ago. Your first time on Twitch trying to figure out how it works, man. Yeah, I mean, dude, you can go on YouTube. Whatever you prefer is all good. It's just that with YouTube, I can't link the live streams for every single event. Oscar never played with an electric guitar solo. My advice is, have you gone through how much of when you chat? It takes 9 minutes. Okay. Is there? I wonder if that's a setting I can fix. Cause that's not what I want. I wonder. Let me check and see. I am figuring it out. There has to be some form of settings. I wonder if I go edit video even while we're doing this live. I don't know if it does anything. Playlist. No. Customization. Live chat replay. I think that's all correct. It's all showing that it's... So all of the stream is coming through correctly the same way. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Twitch is the best. Like, honestly, though. Twitch is the best platform, but, you know, it is just, you do whatever works for you. You do whatever works for you. Anyway, Oscar, I was trying to finish my thought. You need to always have an acoustic shaped object. If you're playing solo, acoustic shaped object is requirement. Because when people book a solo musician, they're assuming you're going to be a solo musician with an acoustic guitar. Now, you can be fancy, and like some people like to have like an interesting vibe on stage. Don't be fancy. If you want to book as many gigs as possible and you don't want to lose gigs, just get an acoustic guitar. Nah, man. Bro, don't be fancy. That's fancy again. Acoustic Sonic, who cares, bro? Just get an acoustic. What's wrong with an acoustic guitar? I'm coming from someone who has a Silver Sky, Les Paul. I got my Tele Ultra. I have all the nice, cool guitars. I just don't, like, if you're gigging, it depends on your goal. If you're doing it for you, do whatever you want. If you're doing it to make money, do all the things that make the most amount of money. Having an acoustic guitar that looks like an acoustic guitar makes you the most amount of money, period. So it's either do you want to be right or do you want to make money? So that's the choice. Good tone on acoustic. Your Taylor always comes across super bright. Buddy Holly riff. I've never learned any Buddy Holly before. Your Martin is pretty epic. Yeah, man, just use that. As long as it plugs in. So if your Taylor, if any of your guitars sounds too bright, then that means you need to boost around 150 hertz on your EQ. So always have a low cut and then have around 150 hertz boost. So if you listen, this is what my guitar sounds like. Where are we at? Guitar. This is my guitar without processing. So where are we at? No, Control A. Without processing. That's what a mini manager sounds like. Now this is with the processing. So it's pretty big change, hey? So we've got like quite a few cool little tricks that I'm doing on the production side to make this guitar sound very, very sexy and fat. But the main trick that I'm doing is I'm boosting around, my Maiden's being boosted around 150, and then I'm doing a little bit of a dip at around 2K. And then that allows my guitar to sit in a nice way so it doesn't mess with my vocals. You watched the production course, yeah, perfect. Yeah, every single channel is looped. Every single channel you hear is running through Ableton. So every single thing is mixed through Ableton. Buddy Guy. Yeah, so if you use a DAW, don't you, Austin, right? You're familiar with DAWs because you do production, correct? Oh, you literally use Ableton, dude. Oh my God, bro. If you do you have Ableton Live Standard? I'm about to fucking make your day. Are you ready? I'm about to blow your mind. Okay. Go to this video in the music production and content creator course. It's like right at the top. You can go and you can download my exact presets. So you can download everything that I have. You can literally download my exact guitar chain and plug it in to Ableton and it will work. Yeah. You're welcome. Yeah. Have fun, dude, because it's great. So me and a really, really talented producer worked on these. So it won't be the exact sound that I have, because I'm using like a fuckload of really expensive plugins. Some of these plugins are like just the EQ / compressor that I use is like $300 something, and I use Valhalla reverb and stuff. But what we did, what I did for this video for the acoustic guitar and vocal effect breakdown, you see exactly what I'm using, and it like copy paste my exact chain of how I set up my reverb, how I set up my delay, how I set up my compression, how I set up my EQ. It's all there. You have Ableton too? Oh my God, perfect. Well, then you'll love this. This course is amazing. If you go through this course, you can go through the 2 beginner parts if you need to understand what's going on. So getting started with Ableton, basic audio effects. This is a really, really good video to learn how kind of audio effects work. And then this video is exactly what I use to make my sound. This that you're hearing right now, you will copy paste it and it will sound great. It's yeah, honestly, Pops, it really feels like quantum physics. But if you jump into it, like if you go through these videos and just do what I say, and then you download these presets and you drag them into your session and set up the session, you will sound professional. Like you will sound so fucking good, and like it's easy mode. I've made it as easy as possible. Like I'm pretty sure if someone would try and sell these kinds of presets, they'd sell them for like a lot of money. But I'm giving them away for free. So you guys just jump in and you crush. Like the whole purpose of this is so you guys can just crush. So if you have Ableton Live Standard, you will immediately sound demo level quality, no problem. So it's, yeah. You have a good reverb plugin you like, and trouble is getting the bass to get real fatty on your Taylor. The other guitars sound fine. But the way it sounds in the room, it doesn't record great. Is your Taylor being plugged in like through are you plugging in through like a 1/4-inch jack or something like that? Or are you micing your Taylor? Because the video I saw, it didn't look like it was mic'd. Okay, you're plugging it in. Perfect, yeah. Good. That's fine. I mean, I plug my mini maze sounds nice. I get so many compliments on my guitar tone. Yeah, I mean, what I would do you want to know I don't know if it will work for you guys, but for the AP5 pickup that I have for my Mini Maiden, I crank everything to max. So my bass is max, my treble is max, and my mid is maxed as well. I literally have everything maxed. That's what my EQ on my guitar is. And then I do the post-production EQ and control it. So I just try to make sure that I get everything out of it. And so it's good. Pops, did you just plug this in and test it? Did you just plug in this plugin? Nah, man. I mean, look, obviously the quality of the guitar is going to matter, but, you know, there's post-production shit that's going to make everything sound pretty. So typically it's compression. You might not have good compression is the issue, or gain. Like the gain that you have is struggle. So you need to get really clean gain into your door, and then you want to have a nice compressor, like a really nice, just get good compression. But if you copy my chain, you'll see. Just get really nice high gain and get it clean. Ah, shit, I just broke something. And that will make your tone sound great. But Austin, I think yours is your issue. Sorry, I gotta clean this because it's this camera is a bit smudgy. But I think from what I've seen from that video I saw, Austin, which we're going to talk about tomorrow. By the way, I don't know exactly if I can make it tomorrow, no problem. But because I might have to drive out to the Outback, and I don't know if I will. I don't know what time that is. So I'll let you know. We might have to reschedule, Austin. But just based off the video I saw, I think yours is more a playing thing. I think you hold back. From what I saw in the video, it looked like you're holding back. It looked like there was so much of you that you could bring out, and there was like a confidence thing that was holding back your playing. Like your guitar playing felt really reserved, like you weren't really like fully getting in, and then your singing was also kind of like that. It was like you were singing into yourself. So we'll go through the tricks to fix that. I don't know if I'm hitting the money. Do you feel very confident when you're playing and singing? I don't know if that was. Oh, okay. That makes this. That's also another reason. I assume the opposite. So if you're super tired, then that definitely. Dude, you didn't have to record your video at 1 a.m., bro. Okay, maybe record another one then. Before tomorrow. One where you're not tired. Don't push yourself. Just like a super chill video would do. But either way, there's some really ninja things that I can show you that I think you'll like. I'll let you know. I'll get this out of the way. Well, Olivia is taken, but it look like hers can be found from time to time. Well, Olivia is taken, but it look like hers can be found from time to time. I'm thinking of something like Olivia is what I need to find. There's only one man in this world that gets to sleep by your side. There's only one man in this world that gets to sleep by your side. Thinking something like Olivia can keep me through the night. love away from no one, man. No, I'm not trying to steal, yeah. No love away from no man. But if Olivia herself were at my door, I'd have to say I let her in, yeah. Something like Olivia, yeah. Something like Olivia, yeah. Something like Olivia, yeah. Something like Olivia, yeah. I'm thinking something like Olivia. Something like Olivia, yeah. Something like Olivia is what I need to find. I really like that song. We're getting better at it. 6'4". Parley guitars are the best. Oscar's 6'4". What? Oscar, you are a giant. Holy crap. That's so funny. The 00018. Is that a guitar you're buying, Oscar? Yeah. I mean, I have a little bit of a prediction. Something tells me that Oscar's either going to be a complete savage and make heaps and heaps of money and run a really great entertainment business, or Oscar's going to like become a really successful artist in the UK. One of the two is going to happen. There's pretty much only two options for Oscar. I don't see it going any other way. It's going to be very, very cool watching this journey for Oscar. I'm quite excited. Yeah, it's pretty much one of the two options, man. Like I don't think there's any other. I don't see you really doing anything else. And you'll also have like a really dope studio for yourself that you probably will just like track demos and bring people in and do your kind of shit. It'll be good times. Watch this space, right? Oh. I don't think anyone's going to Berkeley. Simon auditioned for Berkeley and he got accepted. And he won't be going because it's very expensive. But what we encourage Simon to do is like keep auditioning for Berkeley till eventually you can get a really big scholarship. So yes, room treatment is very, very important. You definitely want to have room treatment when it comes to a recording room if you're treating it professionally. But nothing's really required. Like if you're just trying to get through a recording, like for instance what I have, my room's not treated at all. I just have these curtains and they soak up quite a bit of sound, which is nice. Otherwise the room would just be bouncing like when I first used this room. So resonant frequencies. I think you're overthinking it, Oscar. Don't stress. I think 5 acoustics on your wall looks way cooler than having a room that's acoustically treated. When it comes to content, and that's the game that we're playing, I don't think people really care about a couple of resonant frequencies popping through. No, maybe some producer's going to come through. It's like, I'm hearing a bit of like 3.5K hertz here. The average person that we're looking for, especially for you succeeding in content, is like, oh my God, this guy has like 5 guitars and he sings. This is sick. That's what we want. We want those comments like, bro, you dope. I love this. Play Wonderwall. That's what we want. Things haven't been quite the same. Yeah. There's a haze on the horizon, baby. And it's only been a couple of days, yeah, and I miss you. plan. Stuck to break a camera, yeah. And I'll do anything I can, yeah, to help you through. 'Cause if you're feeling down, I just wanna make you happy, baby. Wish I was around, I just wanna make you happy, baby. We've been doing all this late night, talking about anything you wanted till the morning. Now you're in my life, and I can't get you off my mind. It's Late Night Talking by Harry Styles. I've been a fan of change, but I follow you to any place, yeah. If it's Hollywood or Bishopsgate, yeah, I'm coming too. 'Cause if you're feeling down, I just wanna make you happy, baby. Wish I was around, I just wanna make you happy, baby. We've been doing all this late night, talking about anything you wanted till the morning. Now you're in my life, and I can't get you off my mind. Can't get you off my mind. Can't get you off my mind. And I can't even try to get you off my all this late night talking. Luke, what's up? Oh God, Luke, I haven't seen you forever. You've been busy, boy. Happy Friday. Happy Friday in the Lukesville. Are you hanging out at home, working from home, or you busy? Busy. All right. Oh, dude, congrats. That's really, really cool. Well, I mean, like, fingers crossed. Meg crushes it and wins. And then she becomes like super, she gets a better qualification, so that means more money, right? And then you become house husband with a recording studio. Yeah. Yeah, anxiety is terrifying. Oscar, you got a couple 100K views on YouTube with lava carbon fiber guitars, but I stopped because I see the views are worth less compared to people who watch for me. Should I use the guitar which gets me more views and not necessarily the people who engage? Okay. I'm going to give you, I don't know if TikTok is a great example, but just, you need to understand what a shorts viewer is doing. So let's analyze this real quick. Because when it comes to content creation, this is a conversation that, I love nerding out on this stuff. I haven't figured it out yet. I would say I'm more figured it out than most because I've actually figured out a way to monetize my content. Whereas a lot of people create content and they can even get to 100,000. They can get to many thousands of subscribers and they still don't make money. And they really don't go very far, and they're still having a hard time doing what they really, really want to do. So the best thing that you need to do is you need to define your objective. So YouTube, what's your thing called? Oscar Flanagan. Ba-da-doom. So this is your YouTube channel. All right. So you got 861 subscribers. By the way, I am now subscribing to your channel. So if we look here, this is great. Something, the Beatles. This is a year ago, dude. You remind me of the Only a new short. Okay, so you remind me of the young guy from what's his name? What's that movie? Love Actually. He's like actually really old in it, and then he's okay, popular. Okay, cool. Austin subbing now. Okay, so this is the thing. Whenever it comes to it's the young guy who plays the drum to impress the chicks. So what's his name? I don't know. I can't remember. To impress the chick, he plays the drums. Anyway, I always forget the guy. Anyway, so let's look at Oscar, right? And because I'm like doing a mini lecture, let's fix my voice, and I don't want to sound like God all the time. Okay, this is much better. This is my podcasting voice. So right away, if we look here, you got Viva La Vida loop pedal cover, wicked. That sounds that'd be cool. Stand By Me, Lava, Me 3 loop. So you're doing like a loop, is that what you do? So Ed Sheeran, let's have a listen. Wait. So that's pretty cool. You got like 66 comments. What time to believe this technology is amazing. Love the fighter painting. That's cool. This is cool. Love it. Mind blowing. Keep up the good work. You're doing great. So right off the bat, oh, Miss Mary Cat, what's up? From 4 years ago when you were terrible. So right off the bat, you get like young kid points for trying. So that's a really, really cool thing to leverage. But the other thing that will happen with content creation is that doesn't last forever. Because you will grow up, which you're obviously noticing now. It's a lot harder to get 100,000 views on a video. Now, you need to figure out what you want. So, and you need to have something that directs people towards what it is that you want. So if we look at my one, the one and only YouTube, where we at? So my goal for my YouTube channel, the only objective of my YouTube channel is for someone to go over here, and then they're going to come over here and they're going to click this. And then they're going to join my school. That's the only objective of my YouTube channel. And if they want to do more, then they come into the practice room. There's nothing else. Like, that's all I want them to do. So then all my content that I do is driven for that one purpose. Now, right now, we have 3 people watching my YouTube channel. Of the 3 people that are watching my YouTube channel, every single one of them has paid me, has supported what I've done, is committed to my brand, is committed to my content, is committed to this community. Every single one. I mean, well, we don't know if you passed your trial. We don't know if Oscar could cancel his trial and he'd be like, well, I'm one of those guys that's not going to do it, so fuck you. But so far, you guys have all made the commitment to learn from me, and you want to do that stuff. So my content, even though I don't have a lot of subscribers, look, I've got 815 videos and not a lot of subscribers. And look at my views, man. 12, 31, 4, 7, 5, 7, 16, 11, 7, 11, 40, 96, 92, 73, 140. It's like, look how garbage my views are, bro. Look at how garbage they are. But if we're looking at from like a money transaction, the goal for me is to become a full-time creator. Well, I could push myself to try and make high production videos, or I could just deliver value. So the people that are consuming these videos, of the 71, these are all people that really, really like these videos. These are videos that they consume and they can watch over and over again. And it's knowledge that is so good for them that they're going to get better and better and better and better. And at some point, the algorithm, or it's either going to be at a level of quality that I deliver in the video, as in like the video quality gets up to the level where I can compete with the big dogs, or the algorithm is like, yo, the quality of the content is so strong versus the quality of the video to get like, because I don't have any thumbnails, I basically kind of make the titles a bit clickbaity, but I honestly don't really care that much. Because at this point, all the content that I'm creating is so that when someone joins the ecosystem or finds a video of mine, they have a very easy way to see value, and then eventually they might purchase. And then if I can get more people purchasing, then I can do more content. So that's my objective, because I know the fastest way for me to have my own studio, for me to be completely financially secure, to do this more and do it every single day and give you guys more content and give you better content, is through this avenue, not through AdSense, not through trying to look for sponsorship deals, not for looking for brand deals, things like that. Because that means I would have to play the virality game, and that's a really hard game that I don't want to. I'm not into that stuff. I don't want to be famous. I don't want 1 million followers. I just want 1,000 people in my school. 1,000 people in my school is great. You know, that means we're financially secure. That means I can start taking swings. Like right now, I've already taken a big swing, but I can take more swings. So when you're figuring out your YouTube content, you need to figure out, do you want people to like you, or do you want to make money? And so if your YouTube channel is purely a showcase of your performance ability, then it doesn't matter how many subscribers you have, and it doesn't matter how much... He don't want to be a billionaire. He just wants to chill. Yeah, that's me, man. That is me. If your goal is just to showcase your performance ability, then you just showcase your performance ability. You make sure that all your videos are banger videos of your performance, and you make your performing really good. Like this one, I like this one. This already looks good.
Just a castaway, island lost at sea. Oh, never alone.
Oh, that's when you were bad? Okay. So then let's go to the latest, because this was the stargazing one. We all liked it.
Oh, promise that you'll hold me close, don't let me go.
Now, I have a theory, right? Yeah, so subscribe for new videos every week. Bro, you could do a cover every day if you wanted to, and you could live stream your practice just like I do, and you will get so fucking good. And I have a theory. If you are so fucking good that no one can ever say you aren't good, then you are always going to win. And it just depends on what your definition of winning is. But if your definition of winning is you get a great community of people that love what you do, then you only have to practice getting good. And you just do that. And at some point, the algorithm will pick you up, and you will, if you build your videos on the premise that you are aiming for just quality, like your goal is to be a great performer and do really, really good covers and sing really well, then that's all you need to do. Because if you do that, at some point in your trajectory of your content creator career, one of the videos is going to work. And then if one of those videos works and every other video is like that, then you will crush. You will absolutely destroy, because every single video will be, it's like you're building this bank of bingeable content. People find you and then they're like, oh my God, let's go. And they will consume it all. My method, which is going to be locked in very, very soon. So obviously I've recorded all of these tutorials. So I pretty much tanked my YouTube channel by posting heaps of tutorials. And then what I did was I made a covers channel where I'm going to be posting my covers. And so what my strategy is going to be is I'm going to live stream, and then I will share the clips that happen from educational perspectives. I will share them on my main channel, So I will go to my main channel and, let's go back to, so you'll have, so this is how I've set mine up. My main channel will be around education and live streaming. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to post clips of the educational stuff. So like, for instance, this conversation, I'll clip this and I'll put it on my YouTube channel, and then people will either get value or they won't get value. And then I will use the data from people engaging through these conversations. And then if they respond to that content, I'll be like, okay, maybe this might be a really good YouTube video to make. And then I'll make a higher production version of that and then deliver that through this channel. In my shorts, I will just show my performance. So I will just have me just like shredding and me playing heaps of stuff. And that's all I will put it there. Just me playing heaps of cool guitar stuff and shredding. And that's all I will do. Just documenting my performances and covers. Then on my covers channel, whenever I perform a cover inside this community, like we only started this very recently. It's only got 38 covers, videos, but you can already see some of these videos, 3.4K, 2.2K, 1.1K, 1.1K, 1K, and then 500. So I will just destroy this channel with so many covers. So the people that will consume that just want to hear me do covers and they want to hear the updated version of whatever I'm doing, they can just come in here and they're going to get so much content and they will get exactly what they want. And then at the end of every single video, like for instance, this one, you can literally say, catch me live weekly at my main channel, learn everything I know and practice with me here at Luan School of Music. They click it, boom, they can come straight to the school. So I don't know how many people are going to convert, but that will work. Yeah, every single cover I do, you just go to my YouTube channel. It's right here. Luan song covers. It's right here. B-Rad, how we doing? And so my objective is to go wide on the covers and then go deep in the main channel. So when people come to my main channel, they get deep content, they get deep engagement, I help them out with their problems, and we really, really connect and through the live streams, and I get to practice and they get to learn more about me and understand me. And then through the covers channel, I just go wide and I just shred. And like all the highlights of the stream of like the best covers I do throughout the week, I will post there. I don't even have shorts on here. Like I kind of did some shorts, but I don't really care. The goal that I want is I want long form viewers, because the goal of a shorts viewer is to bring them into longs. You want to bring a shorts viewer into longs, because you think about how a shorts viewer is consuming content. It's very quick that they're going through and they don't really like dive in. Not many people consume a short and are like, I wonder who this guy is. I'm going to go through all of his content and then go to his website. You're normally in a mindset of scroll. And so they're going to see, oh, that's sweet. And then they like it and then they scroll. And so you usually get about like 15 seconds out. If you get more than 15 seconds out of a short, you're crushing it. Like that's wicked. If you get more than 7 seconds out of a short, you are on fire. So, and just for context, just for context, like TikTok, let's go to my TikTok page, right? So we got 8,000 followers here. None of this shit matters. Now I go over to here. Let's go to my videos. Sorry, ad blocker. Let's go to my most popular video. Now, here are my most popular videos. How to memorize the fretboard, 150K views. How to play Last Night by Morgan Wallen, 84K views. Guitar tip for changing between the G, D, and E minor chords, which is me doing like a walk, 40K views. Learning the Sultans of Swing Lick, 17K views. How to play Sweet Home Alabama, 18K. Me doing a random solo, and then it just goes down. Oh, and then you can see this Red Hot Chili Pepper, how to play Red Hot Chili Pepper, 14K. So the reason why I say this is the direct product that I sell, which is an online music school where all the course content is free. So my music school is literally free. I'm not selling any courses. I'm giving away courses. I'm giving away all my experience for free. The literal video that I have here. All I need to know is the low E string. This video that has 150K views. How many people do you reckon got joined my school after this video went viral? Just pick a number. Pick any number between 1 and 1,000. 5. From 150K view video. 150K views on exactly music education, and they know that I have a course. And I responded in the comments saying I have a course, doing all that stuff. 250. Austin crushed it. It was a trick question. It was 0. 0 people joined the community. 0. And at the time, the community was free as well. So it was 0. Fucking nothing. TikTok is one of the shittiest platforms to ever try to monetize your brand on. Why does my display picture not exist? Hold on a sec. Okay, my display picture does exist. TikTok is easily the fucking worst platform. If you're trying to build a business, it sucks. It is absolute garbage. Okay? If you are live streaming on TikTok, you can make a bit of money. But for being the 0.001% of people that are live streaming that are crushing it, like this girl right, is this Kira? Is she on? Okay. This chick right here is the only person that I'm seeing currently that's crushing it. And you will watch her, all these, like, this chick is so fucking good when it comes to TikTok. Oh shit. We're seeing the TikTok chat is going through. Let's remove it. So she crushes on TikTok, right? So the reason why I'm going to clear these these random, because that's how my chat bot works. It like picks up the chat from whatever's on the screen. So that's how I get my TikTok chat into the YouTube stream, in case you were wondering. So TikTok streamers can make a lot of money. But right now, TikTok streaming, if you weren't a first mover, you are fucked. So she was one of the very first live streamers to stream on TikTok. So she got this huge first mover advantage where they were getting fed thousands of viewers. Because TikTok Live just... yeah, Fi-Fi loves our channel. Doesn't love our channel. So TikTok Live people were getting so many views and crushing it. So like you could go live on TikTok, and I remember when I first went live on TikTok, man, I was getting like 10,000 plus people coming through the stream. Now if I go live on TikTok, like I'm lucky if there's a couple hundred. So yeah. Someone's asking, Dio Goss is asking if I like Blur or Britpop. Dude. Oh, I think I know Blur. Yeah, I love Blur. They're a really cool band. Man, I honestly, Dio, I love all music. There's always something to learn from all music. But anyway, let's go back into this content creator rant. So if you're in the US, you can make money off of it. Ben Ellis, what's his name? Ben Ellis. Let's have a look at Ben. Benny Ben. 150K. Okay, so how do you know this guy's making heaps of money? Like out of curiosity. Like how do you know he's making heaps of money? And where is he playing? So, oh, that's a cool shot. So did he do a tour? He did a sold out tour of like 10 days. That's fantastic. Okay, so is it all based off of TikTok, or did he do a lot of other things? 64K here. Ben Ellis, YouTube. Wow, he's got nothing. So he built it off of TikTok. He sold out a show in 5 minutes from his TikTok. That's amazing. So I would look at Ben Ellis And I would say he's an outlier. So in every situation in content creation, there are outliers. Now, if you want what Ben Ellis has, then you reverse engineer everything he does and copy him exactly and try your best. So if we look at like, what is his most, so if you look at it, he's got 150K people. These are his most recent videos: 2K, 5K, 2K, 3K, 3K, 4K, 4K, 4K. For someone who's done a bunch of sold out shows, he doesn't really have smashing videos. But back when TikTok was crushing, I'm sure he crushed it. 1.3 million.
When your guitarist goes rogue at your gig.
2022. Bro, this is, you're talking about like, how did a guy crush it? Bro, the guy was in the game for 3 years. You post content for 3 years, you're definitely going to be able to try and monetize it. I mean, I'll give you another example of someone who really, really crushes it. Spencer Crandall. So this is a friend of mine in Nashville. And when I met him, oh, he's got back up to 3 million. So when Spencer got into the game, he would fucking do anything, man. Like, I was watching him sit on the couch. He would unfollow people on Instagram over and over again to build his Instagram following. He was sitting there on to sell tickets to his show. He was sitting there on what's the thing you swipe people for dating? I don't know. It came out. It's like some hot thing. Tinder. So he'd go on Tinder and he would change his location to the town that he was going to tour in, and he would swipe people and he'd DM them. He had an auto DM and he would be like, hey, I'm playing a show in your town. You definitely should come. Let me know if you need a ticket. And then that's how he would try and sell his ticket. Now, he went mega viral on TikTok, but if you want to look at TikTok, Lay Me Down Challenge 7.2, 2020. So he was early adopter on TikTok. So if you were early on TikTok, you were in a really great position because you were getting this free distribution that was insane. Now, for him to sell out a show is really, really hard. Really, really, really hard. Like, he has to put in a lot of work, but he built a really, really strong Spotify, and he's all independent. So through his TikTok, he was able to build that artist brand, and he's very, very successful in that regard. But that is the challenge. But you can see here, he's got a show, Tour the Intersection, tickets, bands in town. Let's have a look. So he's supporting another act. This performance is sold out. Nice. So he's currently supporting someone on their tour. Big way, dude. TikTok is the great way to reach your audience, but it just depends on, like, can you monetize that audience? Because this is the thing, Oscar. You need to figure out what you want as a creator. So the main goal I have is I need to figure out ways to monetize my audience, and that's what I built. I built an online music school and a mentor program. That's the fastest way I know how to monetize them. And then eventually I will just be monetizing through live streaming, because we will build subscription plans. We will have heaps of really cool things on Twitch, super cool things on YouTube. We'll do really, really cool shit to have cool emojis. We're going to make the culture really cool for the live stream, but that's later on down the track. And then I will eventually be releasing music and recording music, and then I'll make money off Spotify, and I'll be playing my shows locally in my town, and they will crush, and we'll make heaps of money off those. So I will monetize my performance after I build the education platform that will build a super strong financial foundation. And that's how I'm building my career as a content creator. But isn't the best way for you to monetize to get views from people getting married and play at their weddings from socials? Yeah, dude, if you want to crush it, have a look at this. Some of his content is really, really good. Look, Grooms, he wants to get his song played.
You have been to hell and back, but if means a life with you, well then I'd do it all again. 'Cause you're worth the wait, all of my dark
Song is called Worth the Wait. Should I put it out for anyone getting married in 2024? He is literally trying to make a song that everyone will use at their wedding. So he writes the song and then he uses the content to do that. Now, if you can somehow get you playing a ceremony of walking down the aisle and then you get, you know, the groom's reaction of the girl walking down the aisle and it's you playing and it's like, this is why I play weddings. You know, trying to make magic happen and change their lives or just be a special part of their lives. Shit like that. Do what you can. Be creative. This is the whole game. But you don't need to do that. You don't need that at all. What you need to do is know all the songs. If you know all the songs, you can just go and you can, like, if the goal is, hey, I want to make money with weddings, well, fuck organic. Just make sure your organic channels have really, really great covers where you're doing super, super well, and your YouTube has great covers so that if people want to watch videos of you, they will always see great videos of you. And then they're like, oh yeah, sweet, this guy's great. Up to you. If your goal would be that and you just want to show people what you currently do, then make all your old videos private. Get them off your channel. Make them all private because you only want someone who's coming in, who's about to spend money on you, and they're using your YouTube channel as an example of seeing what you do. You need to make sure that what they see is exactly what you need them to see. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I beat you to it. Yeah, I mean, like that. You want to reverse engineer the business that you want. So that's the trick, man. You just got to figure out what it is exactly that you want. Like Spencer, dude, this guy his hustle and his grind was so inspiring. And then watching what he does here, like he just does not stop, man. He just pumps it every time. Look at this.
New trend for couples.
Finally learned that soulmates aren't found there. Yeah, we choose each other every day. Even when we bend, we know we won't break.
Like, and he leveraged his brand to get in the room with the best writers. Like, no one would sign him. When he was trying, he was watching all of his friends get signed. All of his friends were getting all the opportunities. All of his friends were getting the major record deals. And then he built his leverage and he did it on his own. And now record labels are all hitting him up. Yo, can we sign you? Can we sign you? He's like, fuck off, man. I don't know. I don't think he's even 30 yet. Is he 30? I don't know if he's still in his 20s, I think. But yeah, he just tried, man. Tried. Look at his older stuff, dude. So this is in the apartment that, like, this is when he was doing Instagram. So this was his apartment that we used to hang out.
Up on cocaine and whiskey. Wish I had a good girl who missed me.
2017.
Lord, I wonder if I'll ever.
We used to play Super Smash Brothers on that couch. I played him once. He crushed me. He's so fucking good at Super Smash Brothers, dude. So good. He had a 64 and I was like, Super Smash, let's have a go. And then that was a big mistake. He just destroyed me. He is so good at Super Smash Brothers. It's like not even funny. Yeah, do not challenge Spencer Crandall to Super Smash Brothers. But you can see, like, this was the content he was making back then. And then he kept evolving and evolving and evolving. And then let's have a look at where the very first look, he's got a couple 120K, 111K, keeps going. Even the ones that he tries to do it, keep going. Nothing's popping. 10K, 10K. Now it's starting to work. This is when he's kind of like all-inning. Look, he's upgrading his quality, better camera. 100K. Summer 2019 is going down. And then we're probably going to see a really big spike very soon. 460K. Let's have a look. What did he do here?
Where did I go wrong? I lost a friend somewhere along in the bitterness, and I would have stayed up.
Like that would have gotten some followers. Keeps rolling, keep rolling. Like, you want to know the secret to building a great following and a great community? Look at this guy go, dude. Look how many posts he's done. He's just grinding and grinding and grinding. And then he finally got a song out there. 2019.
My person, my heartbeat, my slow dance, my Sunday morning sipping on coffee in bed. My
Boom.
when you know best.
He got onto the viral charts. There you go, 31K. So his song is doing pretty well. And you keep going. And he still hasn't hit 1 million views. So he hasn't gone like mega viral. Oh, here it is.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Roxanne, but it's a country version. Check it out.
Roxanne, Roxanne, all she wanna do is party all night. Goddamn.
So there you go. Look at him go. He's not sitting there. He's wanting to write great songs, but he's not being fancy. He's sitting there doing fucking covers. He's like, man, whatever it takes. Country version of these songs, and he's trying. So if you're trying to be like, hey, how can I connect to a wider audience with my music? Look at this guy, man. What a beast. Just keeps going and going. And he still hasn't cracked. Still hasn't cracked. We're still in 2019. Look at him go. This is what it takes. This is what it takes to be one of the best. And I would classify him as one of the best. He is truly. I don't like looking at a lot of other artists that, especially when it's like record labels come in and they will drop money, because it's not a realistic expectation. Because a record label's going to come in and drop $1 million to $2 million, and they're going to buy the views. They're going to buy all the views. They're going to buy all the streams. They're going to buy all the distribution. They're going to spend a fuck ton of money. And then that artist has to make that money back. And they will never see the money back. They will never see the royalties. The majority of the artists will never, ever see it. And for him to just go out and just pump, and here we go. There it is right there. 1.2 million.
What if I'm trying? But then I close my eyes and then I'm right back, lost in that last goodbye. What if time doesn't do what it's supposed to?
So let's just have a look at where he was at when he did this, right? Are you ready for this? So this 1.2 million video comes out.
What if I'm trying?
He posted in February 25. When was the previous one?
Like, oh my God, this is my song.
He did it 3 days before. Yeah, he's just shooting this on his phone. No fancy stuff.
Body like a back road, driving with my eyes closed.
He posted it literally the next day. So he's this one, 21. He's doing like one post a day minimum. Brett Young.
As the night ends with you in a yellow
I love this song.
Coming home soon.
So he did this. This is when TikTok was absolutely wild with views. And you can see him. He's just pumping these songs out. Just going. Doom, doom, doom. Look at these covers. 1.2 million, 100,000. He now keeps going. 300,000, 77. Kept going. 300K. Where now he's starting to hit the consistent 100Ks. Look at him. Oh, 3.5.
I want you all to myself. We don't need anyone else. Today I don't feel like doing anything. Lonely, I'm Mr. Lonely. I have nobody for my own. Does that make me crazy?
Like, so that's his first crazy viral one. That's 3.1 million. So like, talk about grind. 400K, 100K, 100K, 800K, 1.3. Look at him go now. So 1.8, 1.6, sorry. He's just pumping now. Look at him go. 80, everything is just, nothing's getting below 50K. He's just cranking. So it's not that he did the one. So he got that 1.2 million. So he got this one in February. And then this one, 3.1. Less than a month. He's not like, oh, I got my viral video. He's like, all right, I got my viral video. Let's see all the other ones. But that's because we just scrolled through. This is just his TikTok before he did Instagram. His Instagram was way earlier than this shit. His Instagram content was going way earlier. So from 2017, he's been pumping content, and we're now in 2025, and he's still going. Still going. Like, that's what it fucking takes. And you're asking about like, oh, why doesn't he go on tour on his own? He did tour on his own. He's had multiple successful tours on his own. I think his goal is a really big goal, which is I think he wants to play a stadium. And I don't know if he has the financial infrastructure to pull that off. Because to play a stadium, you need to have like a really, really strong financial infrastructure, and you need to be like, the label needs to push it. Because the label has all the connections to make it work. And that's where a record label does become really good. So distribution at that higher level, you kind of need to partner with somebody. But that just depends on what your goal is as a player. Is this a really fun conversation for you guys? I love this shit. I love nerding out on this stuff. But when it comes to content creation and you're trying to figure out what you want to accomplish in your goals and stuff like that, you need to figure out what it is you want. So if you just want brides to book you, then you just need to have a catalog of songs of you crushing it. And then what you do with that content is you run ads on Facebook and Instagram. And if they decide to go to your YouTube channel, sweet. But you just can use your YouTube and your TikTok. Like ideally what you want to do, Oscar, is you want to use your YouTube and your TikTok as testing ground for what content works. And then if you get a really good performance, all right, that's your Instagram video. And then when people come to your, wedding, Instagram or your gigging Instagram, all they're seeing is the hits. They're seeing the hits, and then they're seeing you do all the gigs. And then that way you crush. So that's my personal, like if you're trying to get heaps and heaps of gigs, that's how I would totally do it. Is you have like, you use YouTube Shorts and you use TikTok as like your proving ground for is the content working? And then you use Instagram, Facebook as this is what I'm going to sell, because TikTok leads are horrible. So like going back to why TikTok sucks for money, it sucks for money because in order to play the viral game, you just saw how hard it was for Spencer. You're looking at hundreds of videos to learn. And then eventually once you learn, you've got the hang of it, and then the algorithm changes. And like right now, the algorithm is disgusting. Like right now, creating content and doing that kind of stuff and trying to go viral, people are succeeding, but you got to fucking put in some crazy amount of work, or you got to understand you're competing against like fucking teams, crazy teams. How do you think from your high school and Berkeley, George Collins is monetizing on TikTok? Does he live in America? I mean, George Collins, let's have a look. Because if they're monetizing, the best way to monetize off TikTok is this guy, George Collins, or is it, who is it? Is it this guy here? No. George Collins guitar? Or is it the surfing guy? Okay, cool. Let's have a look at this guy. So he lives in Nashville. If you are in YouTube, if you are in America, you get paid by TikTok per view, which is cool. American posters get paid per view. So if you do get a lot of views, you can make a little bit of money off of it. But if you look at his stuff, Mark Knopfler technique. So have a look right here. This is how we're going to find out. He makes money through his Fender affiliate link for sales. He makes money off of his tip jar, and then access to 60% off his TrueFire. So he's connected with TrueFire. He has his own guitar course. So you can get access to TrueFire, which is he has an affiliate program. So he makes his money off of affiliate sales, TikTok, and then if we go to his website, let's have a look. Website. So he makes his money off touring. He would be touring for people, getting paid to do that kind of shit. And let's have a look. playing guitar to 28,000 people. So he's obviously playing Eastman Guitars artist. What's that? He's a clever dude from what I can see. So it's not about, okay, so he's a specific artist for, so he has an endorsement deal. I don't know how much this pays. I don't know how much they'd be paying him for that. But the best way would be just ask him. Send him a message, how do I make money? But based on what I'm seeing here, Fender affiliate link, tip jar, so people just gift him. He has an affiliate program here with TrueFire, so he can make money off of that. And then if we look at his Instagram, what has he been up to? I'm sure you're going to see a bunch of touring things. And if he's based in Nashville, he'd definitely be doing sessions. Playing guitar for people. Look, here's him playing a show. Here's him playing another show. So who is he touring with? I want to look at that. Bro, I don't want to log in. Why do I have to log in? So that looks like he's actually touring with somebody. So he's obviously playing guitar as a session player for people. Yeah. I don't know how people... Okay, so now to give you a different context, right? Let's go over to TikTok again. So you want to look at the monetization properties. So let's go back to... Let's find Kira Elise again, but we just won't watch her live. We just want to go to a profile. So she's a live pro. So Kira Elise is a live pro because we don't want to like get smashed with her chat. This chick... easily, I mean, she'd have to be raking in at least a couple thousand US a week. It'd have to be at least 5,000 US. The amount of donators on her stream is insane. And so she had a couple of advantages for her. She was a first mover. People giving her money. They literally, look, boom. That's, so every animation you see on this screen right now, any animation you see, that's money. That's 1 cent, 1 cent. And then you're going to see a couple of gifts pop up that are like $5, $10. Some people are dropping $100 on her. Like, she's technically busking online. She's very, very good. Like, if we look over here, maybe is there, let's see if we can find, there might be a highlight that she did. Where is it at? Oh, I can't find it. But you just look here. Anytime you see an animation pop up here, she's getting paid. Watch here, because this is live right now. You see any animations pop up? I don't know if we can see the gifts pop up, but she gets paid from subscribers and she gets paid from gifts. So TikTok takes, the app itself is going to take, is going to get, the app will get like 30%. And then of that 30%, you get 50% of that. And TikTok gets the other half. And then, dude, what are you talking about? She's awesome. I've done a live stream with her. She's so cool. And basically, she crushes. And the thing that you want to know about her that is, it's not actually her performance in a live stream that crushes. It's her Discord community. So if you want to know how she truly crushes, her Discord community, she is like insane. She is so good. So she has a subscriber. She's like the pillar for any live streamer on TikTok, how to do it. Like if you copy her, you will get so good. And then you'll realize how hard she works and you'll be like, fuck, I can't copy this girl. She is so good. Now, she live streams, so people gift to her while she's live streaming. She does these things called battles, so they're incentivized to gift even more because it's her community against another community. And then she has her subscribers that they subscribe and they get special badges and special emojis that go only for them. And then that's pretty much it. And then she also, just because of she lives in the US, so any of her videos that do well, she gets paid for any of these videos that get over like a certain amount of views. Now, the reason why her Discord is pro is her community, her core community of viewers, they all go onto her Discord. And in her Discord, they have things where they have like subscriber game nights where she will live stream for like 5 to 7 hours per day. She will do these insane days of live streaming. She streams for so long. And then from there, they will all hang out on Discord and they will play video games like Among Us and things like that. They will do like these really cool game nights. So her community is so tight knit that like she doesn't even have to try and push her streams. Her community is pushing the shit out of her streams. Her community is super tactful. Her community is the one that's bringing people in. As soon as someone comments, her community is engaging with other people. Is that how Ben Ellis is winning at TikTok? Does he live stream on TikTok? Okay, if he live streams on TikTok, that's huge as well. So like if you're live streaming on TikTok and you are good at live streaming on TikTok, you are. Yeah, you can do some crazy damage, but you got to be streaming all the time. And you got to be really engaged with your community and you got to be like really, really crushing it. So, you know, he opened for James Bay last week in Literal Dream. Yeah, like, I mean, you could do it, but look at Ben Ellis. He's been doing it for years. So post every single day for 4 years. I'm telling you, you post every single day for 4 years, you'll be able to contend with these people. You'll be in the arena. You got to think about like, what does it take to just get into the ring? You're not even there. You got to be posting so many videos to just get in the ring. And that's not even if you're going to win. So that's why this game is quite scary, because you got to understand what the price is to get in. Now, if you have a strong financial backing, then you have a lot more leverage because the quality of your content can go up and you can hire editors. So you can focus more on you just performing and creating the content, and you can hire TikTok editors that crush at TikTok, and all their goal is to make the most viral TikTok edit. So in your definitely upload at least once a day if you can. I mean, do like 5 videos a week is great. Like Tony, my roommate, my roommate from when I went to Berkeley, he does 5 a week. And so Tony, he does 5 a week, and every one of his videos, everything he does is like super fucking high leverage for him. And he's a piano player and now he does world tours. Fucking crushing it, dude. This was just recently. How does this song make you feel? His goal is 5 a week. And that's how he does it. But yeah. And you watch the way he does his edits. He goes,
I felt inspired, so I made this just now. Let me know what you think. Here we go.
from the captions to the shot to the look. And everything he does in here is all about getting the hook. Everything he does. So quick story, just made a thing. I'm touring. My world tour is off next week. Everything's about getting people in to buy his product. So good. That's only got 20k views, but if you look here, rocking out on public piano. Look how much his captions change. The angle matters to get people. And he's adding his captions. Main melody, he's coaching everyone so they have something to see. And the other thing as well, you got to remember, he's putting in all this effort and he's already fucking insane. He's that fucking good at piano. He's like one of the best piano players in the world. And he's still putting effort into the content. So he could just play and people would be like, oh, that's cool. But he understands that people don't care about how good he is at piano. People care about you giving them the content as well as being very good at the craft. So it's not like you just do one. So if you want to hit the scale that like someone like him does, you need to be exceptional at the craft that you do, and you also need to put in a shitload of effort when it comes to the production of the content. What are the hooks? What are the titles? What are the captions? What, you know, everything he is so meticulous on. Him and his team, they give a shit about everything. Like, how can they deliver the best results? How can they make it so that people want to comment? How can they encourage commenting? How can they encourage people to buy tickets? How can they encourage people to stream? They do every single thing he tries to do. So, yeah. When you're on your content creator journey, you need to figure out what your goal is. Because you can make money off of anything. Like, this is true. I shit on TikTok, but I shit on TikTok because, like, it's only outliers that can crush. If you crush on YouTube, pretty much as long as you can create an offer, you can make money. Like you can see, I'm like some random dude in Australia, and I'm starting to make money through YouTube. Wild. It's insane. I don't make money directly off of YouTube, but I'm using YouTube as my platform to get to people that, because the YouTube algorithm is so good at getting to the right people. As long as you have an offer that you can give them, you will make money. Now, for you, if you're trying to sell gigs, then what you need to do is you just need to have the content ready, and then you need to be able to run the marketing. And then if you run the marketing, all you need to do is, when you spend money on ads, you just need to spend enough money that it recoups the one wedding that you do. And one thing you'll find is if you can make like, so say you post a bunch of like great organic content and you engage with a bunch of people and you're like, oh sweet, this works. If you post that video as an ad, it will crush. You post that video as an ad and connect, have the right copy for a wedding. And like when I say copy, it means like the captions you have the right captions to help sell a wedding. You will get leads through the door. And all you need to do is say you could spend $1,000, and if it costs you $20 to $30 to acquire one person on the phone, right? You know, that's an insane amount of people to get on the phone. You just need to sell one. So say you could get like 100 people through the door, and you only need to sell one to recoup all your costs. Imagine if you get two. Imagine you get 3, 4, 5, 6. By the time you learn to get good at sales and you have such a banger offer for your wedding, you know, you could just crush. You could run an ad and just make heaps of money. Heaps. Which is insane. So that's where playing your local game, that's the pro skills. I mean, I'll show you how to do it all, and I'll have all the courses ready for you guys. They'll all be available, but that's how you crush. That's how you crush that game, Oscar, really fast. Don't try and be famous, but use your platforms to learn what is good. And what you think might be good for TikTok is not actually good for a bride. So that's the other thing. But if you're trying to be famous and you're trying to get a spot on like on a world tour or some shit like that, then it's probably not your play. You're not going to be trying to sell wedding songs to people. You're not going to try and sell a wedding business to someone. So eventually, when you go to be an artist, you go and be an artist. But ideally, you would want to have the finances behind you so that you can crush. It's all really good info. All right, I'll repost it. I'll clip it. So everything has its purpose. So whenever you're doing content creation, you can try to do both, but you kind of want to aim for one because there's a thing of like focus. So I could do both, but I'm like, well, if I try and be famous or I try to get like heaps of people following my content and try and do all that stuff, well, then I'm not really focusing on making my product really, really good. So I'm trying to make my school a great product. I'm trying to make my streams and the information a great product. I'm trying to make sure that when someone gives me $1, they're getting huge value out of me. That's my goal. As soon as I can get that done and we are clean and it is very real and we know that we have the great product, then we can go and be fancy and start trying to be like, all right, how can we get thousands of people in here? But until you have the great product, you can't make money. So that's how we roll. But yeah, I want to use YouTube to post quality covers to help me get better at music. And that's amazing. And that's what I recommend everyone does for YouTube. Like, that's how I started my channel. My channel is just documenting my journey. I made my YouTube channel. Everything you see on my YouTube channel has started, and it sticks to the same principle. Everything you see on my YouTube channel, the sole purpose is to document the journey of where I'm going. Oscar, if you went hard on content creation in the summer, how hard would it be to build an audience? I don't know, but if you're trying to build an audience in the summer, you've already lost the game. And you've probably ignored everything I've just said. If you look at every single person I just gave you an example of, Kira Leese, Spencer, Ben Ellis, Tony Ann, every single one of them has been in the content creator game for more than 4 years. So if you're expecting to compete at their level in a summer, then you're honestly just crazy. You're not that good. Say you were doing content creation for 10 years and then you decided to make a brand new channel and you knew exactly how to crush it and you know how to go viral because you have that 10 years of experience like Mr. Beast, then yeah, you could walk in and you understand how the game works and you go boom and crush. But do you have 10 years of content creation experience? It sounds like you don't. So that's where it's like, you need to be realistic and set realistic expectations and then hit realistic goals. Don't not dream. I'm saying go for the dreams. Go hard. I want to see you fucking, you want to get on James Bay's tour and build a full viral brand so that someone hires you and you can do all the cool shit and you get a record deal? Go ahead and do it, man. It's so sick. Just pay the price. Don't just be like, I deserve it because I'm Oscar and I deserve it. Go and pay the price. And the price is work your butt off, because these guys, they spend hours and hours and hours and hours and hours working on their content, testing out their content, working on their craft, practicing songs. Then you don't even understand the level of like management and admin that goes into it as well when you're trying to coordinate these tours and connect with people and get in with different people's camps, because it's not just like James Bay is like, oh, I like you. I mean, maybe that is, but very rarely they'll be like, oh, I like you. Like, come on my tour. It's like, no, that team has to work with another team to get in because the artist is a bit insulated. By right, they should be insulated because they don't need a million people telling them, giving them problems. Very rare do you see a really like business savvy artist that like knows all the shit. But yeah. Boom. There you go. Ben Ellis is on James Bay's manager. There you go. Like, they're not like besties. They're like, he got signed to a management company and they're like, yeah, we have the out. Now, if you were any other person, you could have been James Bay's like favorite artist. You're not going to get that spot. Ben Ellis is going to get the spot because the management company is like, this is part of our deal. We control this. So you got to get in the door with the business people. But Ben Ellis is at least losing, like he's giving up at least 20% gross. Because I don't know any management company that's doing shit for anything less than 20% gross income. Gross income, not net. So you will earn all the money from whatever tour or whatever you do. They all take 20%, and then they will cut all the expenses out, and then you get your cut. It all depends, Oscar, on the goal. But typically, that's what's happening. So if your goal is I want to play stadiums, well then you gotta pay the price. Because they know how to get stadiums done. They know how to get it done. And you got to make sure that you know that you're good enough to make the pie so big that they can, like, this is the thing where as well, like, everyone's trying to get like a slice of the pie, and they're all trying to get a slice of the pie, and then you're going to watch record labels management, and then you're going to get very little of the slice of the pie. So a lot of people are like, oh, fuck, this is bullshit. And it's like, well, yes, it's bullshit, but what if you made that pie as deep as fuck? And so maybe these management companies are going to make like 5 million, 10 million off you. But if you're making $1 million a year while they're making 10 to 15 million a year, still good. You're making $1 million a year and you get to do whatever the fuck you want. And they're putting you in front of everyone. So you get to live the rock star life. So the trick is to make the pie as deep as possible, not have the biggest slice of the pie. because you always got to remember what it is that you're leveraging for as an artist. So that's a lot of the times you see like everyone like, oh, this person's not getting money, or this record label's getting money. I was like, yeah, you were a nobody, and the record label, like, how many people are on TikTok are good? There's fucking hundreds. Thousands of people have 100K plus followers. Heaps of people have 100K plus followers. But to get a record label to come in and be like, all right, the amount of people that win versus the amount of people that lose, it's like one person every like 100 is successful. Of the people who are successful. So of the people who have successful followings, only like one in 100 is going to make money. Yes. The size of the pie does. So you don't know that. So this is when you do a record label, you don't know how they're spending their money. This is another thing. So when you sign with a record label, you don't know how much they're spending. I mean, they'll give you an idea, but you don't know exactly. So you don't know who's, like, if their tactic is right or if it's not. He won 2 Brits. Dude, yeah. I mean, look, you're giving examples of people who have won. Now, Oscar, you can always look at the people that crushed. Look at the people that crush and reverse engineer them as much as you can. You want to figure out like everything that they're doing right on the come up. How did they come up into their position? You want to look. I mean, I don't know, dude. I will never know. You'll never know until you look at the contract or till he tells you. But there's heaps of artists that just don't make money. The amount of people who are signed, I only know this because of people in the industry. They just don't make money. You will see people doing gigantic world tours and they're getting paid like $500 a show. 40,000 people in the crowd, $500 a show. Musicians, $500 a show. Like, fucking crazy, man. It's that insane how this business works. So you just don't know. You don't know unless you ask that person individually, and until they tell you exactly what they did, you won't know. So some people crush, some people don't. Some people get all the notoriety that they ever wanted, and they trade all of that for all the money that they could have ever had. Don't ask me those questions, man. I am not the person you want to ask. Bro, I love playing to 3 people on YouTube. I am not the person you want to ask. I am the absolute opposite of the people you're asking me. Would you rather play for 40,000 people, 500 or 200 or 500? I would rather play for like 3 people on YouTube that like listening to me. And as long as I can cover all my expenses by playing to those 3 people on YouTube, I'm good. We're fucking sweet, bro. I'll play all the songs that I want to play. We have a great time. I am not the guy you want to ask for that. Like, my bar is so fucking low, it doesn't matter. But obviously when I play in front of more people, it's really fun. Like, I just have fun playing. So that's the trick. You got to figure it out for yourself. Because for me, I could play in front of 5 people. I could play in front of 100 people. I could play in front of 1,000 people. I play in front of 17,000 people. I've done it. It's fun. But I'm also like, I don't really care. Like, I kid you not. We played like a halftime show. I think it was a halftime. Yeah. We went in. I played the halftime show for like a football final. Me and my friend, we played the halftime show. We crushed it. That was like nearly 19,000 people. And then I literally packed up my gear and then left the stadium and then played at a bar across the street an hour later to like 20 people that were eating their fucking steak. Like, I don't care. Whereas a lot of people are like, yeah, man, this is fucking sick. I'm playing the stadium. Check me out. Getting all the shots. And then they're like posting all about it. And I'm like, anyway, let's go and play my bar gig. Because I just don't care. As long as I get paid, I'm good. So, because I'm... yeah. There's a YouTube keyboard who shared his hide. Yeah. I mean, it's brutal, man. Yeah. Oscar, you got to go out and just... You got to go out and learn, man. Go out and learn, post the content, and if you can make the money along the way, that's the win. The goal that I have for every person who comes through our community when it comes to making money and understanding how to build their brand as an artist, my sole goal for you guys is I want to equip you with every single tool that I have learned, that I wish I was given sooner, so that you guys can make $100,000 a year and you can save 70, and so that you guys can get to a place where you have your own home, or you have security, or you can start making swings that are so big for yourselves that is awesome. Like, that's my goal. I don't care what the goal for you guys is. I don't care if you want to be famous. I don't care if you want to be YouTube famous. I don't care if you want to do that. All I care is that you know how to do the steps so that you can monetize and be successful, so that you can record your own music, you can play your own shows, you can do whatever you want. Because there's a very big difference between everything else. Because the worst thing is going and doing shit you don't want to do. Because you have to. And that's a really, really hard game. Like, going to have to go and do a really, really shitty thing that you just know is not moving you forward. That's a really not fun place to be. And like, and God forbid people have skill and talented and they don't cultivate that skill and talent, and then they put themselves in a position where like they don't have a choice but to get a job and give up on music. Because time will catch up. You will most likely have a family, or you most likely will have some form of responsibilities that will come up, and you need to have money. And like, so many people skip the making money skills in music and they just focus more on the getting famous skills, which is like, you know, kiss babies and wave and do what the record label tells you to do. Like, they'll do that and they won't learn how to make money, and then that ends. It will always end. In case you're wondering, it ends. There's always going to be someone better, someone newer, someone more profitable for a record label, and the second that happens, you are done. And the people that really like you, they'll keep following you, but everyone else, they move on because there's a new one. And there's only like a handful of artists that have stood the test of time. So we're talking about like 000. Do you know how many songs come out a day? A week? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's a day. Or is a week? Let's just say a week, because a week might be a bit more realistic, but I'm pretty sure it's a day. 103,000 songs are released per week on Spotify, minimum. I'm pretty sure it's a day, but let's just say it's a week. 6.5 million a week? Okay, that makes more sense. I thought it was 103,000. I was listening to T-Pain. He gave that stat. 103,000 songs per day. I'm pretty sure it's per day, and T-Pain said it. So I trust T-Pain because T-Pain's awesome. So there's no shortage of artists. That's 103,000 people trying. And all of them are failing. Now, you want to be one of those 100,000 people? Yeah, okay, there you go. 700K. So that, yeah, 100,000 a day. So it's correct. So you want to be one of those 100,000 or 700K a week? If you want to be one of those people, I would like you to be one of those people that can take home over $100,000 a year just on your craft, so that when they release that song, they're not like, this song's going to make or break my life. They're not like, I need this song to go viral. They're playing that song for them. They're releasing that music for them. They're releasing that to achieve their goals in music and do their things in music. So that's what I strive to offer you guys. So that's a real stat. Like, you're competing when you post a video, like, I mean, I wouldn't say balanced portfolio of work. I would just say, dude, just have money. Just have money. Learn how to make $100,000. If you can make $100,000 a year, you will only be able to make more. So if you know how to make $100,000 a year, playing weddings, doing all those things, you know, after you make a couple $100,000, you do like, you save up like a couple $100,000. You're like, all right, cool. I want to do the artist thing now. So then you take like 2 or 3 years off work and don't do weddings, and you just focus on recording an album and producing it. But you have all the money behind you, so you can pay the producers, you can pay songwriters, and you can get better and better. And then if it doesn't work, you can always go back, and you know you can make $100,000 a year. That's it. That's all you're trying to do. You're just trying to get the skill. It's like I mean, like my goal is I'll eventually want to write a hit song, but I don't care if I write a hit song. Like if I see a number 1 on a billboard, I'll be like, wow, that's cool. That's wicked. But the goal is can you do, what was the best thing I ever heard? It's like, it's not about winning the championship. It's about doing a championship level performance, which was it Kobe Bryant, I think, was the one who was saying it. It's not about like winning. It's about playing the game. Being able to play at that level is the only goal. For me, that's the only goal. If I can write music at that level and I sustain that level for the rest of my career, that's huge. That's my goal. To be that good as a player and a musician, to understand how songs work and break them down and do all that, to be at that level and stay there for the rest of my life. That's what I want. I don't give a shit if it's number 1 or not. I just want to be able to know I could. So that's the dreams. So I would say just figure that out. Anyway, I've been ranting for way too long. I need to go get some food because your boy's hungry and I've got work to do. And I'm pretty sure I've got everything done. All right. Perfect. So hopefully that helps. And that was a really fun conversation that we had just now. So hopefully everyone learned something in that rant. But I love the music industry as much as I shit on it. But exactly, Brad. That's exactly it. So Brad's saying there's other people like Pops and you who are on the other end. Exactly. Dude, you just go in and you just start crushing it, Brad. And there is no right way to do it. So Oscar, like Brad, how old are you? Just out of curiosity. Brad, I need to know because I don't know how old you are. Because it's quite important. Pops is 47. Oscar's 57. No, you're not. Bro, you're 18. We know how old you are. No, I don't know how old Brad is. Oh, Brad is 57. Brad is 57. And this year, well, last year was his very first show where he played a gig. At 57. He has now started a brand new career as a live performer. He is earning money performing. So you could just technically, if you wanted to, you could go and do whatever you want to do, Oscar. And you can go and fail and learn and experience heaps of life and do all that shit. And then at 57, you can go and start playing at bars again and make money. Like, people like Brad, people like Pops, they're the ones that you want to look at. Those are the people that you need to look at and learn from, because they're the ones that you'll understand that, like, all my problems right now, they don't matter. They're like, none of my shit right now, like all the shit that you think is important right now, like getting all the people to follow you, getting all this blah, 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 none of that shit, dude, matters. Once you realize that none of it matters and no one actually gives a shit about you, the amount of times I hear the most successful artists, like, the reason why I know this doesn't matter is, one, I realize it doesn't matter. No one gives a shit about you. You're going to die and everyone's going to move on. Like, no one really gives a shit about Prince. And he's like one of the most God level musicians that ever happened. No one sits down and talks, oh, I miss Prince. I miss, like, no one does it. Like, the reality is we will all pass away and we are one little speck in history. And if you think about history, the world's been around for like millions of years and we're going to be in here for like one tiny speck and then it's gone. The amount of artists that no one ever talks about and they're all done. They're dead. They're gone. It's going to be us. And we're not even that successful. So Why would we take anything seriously? Why would you take anyone's opinion seriously on TikTok or YouTube or Facebook? Like, it doesn't matter. Just go out there and have fun. And then once you realize that, the world becomes a playground. And then as long as you don't do things that are like net zero decisions, like drive while drunk and cause an accident, or accidentally kill someone, or go to jail, those are what I would call net zero decisions. Don't do those things. As long as you don't do those things, you're pretty much everything else is kind of like you can kind of like you just don't do those things, and then everything else you just keep working. You know, there's not many consequences. There's not many things that you can do in your life that are really gonna destroy your life. A lot of people are scared of a lot of things, but you know, like for instance, me. As long as you can get out by Brad's age, you can make money gigging still. Yeah, dude, you can always. I would just say, like, that's what I was saying, Oscar. The sooner you can learn how to make 100 grand a year, the better. Like, if you can learn how to make 100 grand a year at like the age 19, 20, and then you just work really, really hard for 5 years. You work really, really hard for 5 years, making over 100 grand a year, and you don't spend more than $10,000 or $20,000 a year. Like, you drop your living, because I remember we had a conversation about your living, and if you can drop your living to under like $200 a week or something like that, and you're saving the rest of that money, by the time you're 24, 25, you can do whatever you want. Anything. You are like, there's a real crazy advantage to looking at a bank account that just says 400 grand. If you can look at your bank account and it's like, oh, I've got 400 grand in my bank account. You can kind of do whatever you want at that point. You can be like, I'm going to go buy a house, or I'm going to go build a studio, or I'm going to go, because you're going to, one thing you'll realize in music is everything's actually really cheap. It's not like you're trying to build like some gigantic business or anything like that, or some like SaaS company or some like fucking software or anything like that. Like, equipment's cheap. SM57s haven't changed price. The shit's been $250 forever. Your dream loop pedal, like a Looper X, that's $2.5 grand. Like, the shit ain't expensive in the grand scheme. You'd find it quite hard to spend 400 grand on a studio. You'd have to be like, I'd have to buy some, 110 pounds. Like, you'd have to spend a lot of money. You'd have to go and buy like vintage shit that doesn't even matter. That's more for vanity. Unless you were going for vanity, you wouldn't need it. So, like, so even if you did have 400k, like, to have a fully fitted out studio wouldn't cost you more than 100 grand. Like, so there's a quarter of your income gone. Then you've got like a fully kitted studio that you make money off of as well. So then you're making even more money. so this is the kind of thing that like no one really talks about and no one really encourages. They're all like, yeah, man, go viral. It's like, don't go viral, man. Just go learn how to play at a pub and then just eat shit for like 3 or 4 years, and you'll be so good at music, then you can do whatever the fuck you want. Bro. And you know what's even crazier? Is if you get to the place where you're doing whatever you want and you don't give a shit, you don't even have to wait for the record label to, like, a record label will come out to you anyway. And then the conversation is like, dude, I don't need that. I've got all this money. I don't care. I'm like, you just say to them, why don't we make this deal? I'll let you have all this shit and I don't give a fuck about it. As long as you get me on the big stage with these artists. Can you do that? And that's when you sign a management deal. You give away the shit you don't care about because you already have you. You are set. But you want that big stage. So you'd be like, all right, yeah, for the next 2 album cycles, you guys can have everything. I honestly don't care because I can live off all the money I've made previously. So I just don't care. So if you want, why don't we do it this way? I can have like a livable wage for the next 3 or 4 years. And then I need you to put me on stage with James Bay. And that's a really different conversation compared to, well, I've got 150,000 followers and I'm trying really good. And like, what can we do? And they come and they just take everything. And then you're like, fuck. And then you finish the tour with James Bay and you finish all that stuff because it ends. By the way, this is the one thing about it. Touring ends. Gigging ends. Doing all that stuff. What's a realistic goal of money to make in 5 months of gigging? I mean, dude, 5 months of gigging, you can make it. I mean, if you look at me, I'm pretty sure I invoiced for like over 150 grand for 5 months. It just depends on how you're gigging. Like, you just get really good at it. And then you make a really great brand, and then you can make stupid amounts of money. Because making money has nothing to do with being a famous artist. So you can just do that. How do you think I'm doing what I'm doing right now? Like, everything I'm doing right now is, yeah, you just got to grind. Everything is built on the back of all that hard work that I did. So I'm able to take the swing. I'm able to walk in. I'm like, all right, let's take the swing at content creation. And if it fails, honest to God, I'm going to start gigging again. So like, I will go back and I'll play at the bars. I will go and I will do all the shitty bars. I will do all the shitty gigs. I will go back. I even said to my wife, because she's stressed out about it. She's like, oh God, how are we going to do this? We're going to acquire debt and all those things. So I was like, look, babe, at any point in time, I will just go and I'll go tail between my legs, even if I fail miserably. I will go tail between my legs and I will go to every single bar and I'll be like, whatever price you have, I'll go and play. And I will pay off any debt. But one thing I said, I was like, I'm going to really see this through and give it a good shot. So, Oscar, your goal should be as much as you can. Don't pick a number. Just go as much as you can. Get as many bookings as you can. Play as many shows as you can. Don't try to make money right now. Making money right now, Oscar, is not the goal. Learning how to make money is the goal. And learning can be done by just playing as many gigs as possible. Learn how to entertain a crowd. Learn how to perform for people. Dude, if that means you have to play a couple of free gigs, say if you find like a really great wedding band and be like, hey man, can I just like sit in with a few weddings with you guys and see how you do it all? I would love to learn. I'll play for free. Go play for free. Who gives a shit? Learn. You're here to learn. Learn as much as you can so that you can get further ahead, because there will be a season for earning and there will be a season for learning. And right now you're in the season of learning. Right now, for me, in my content creation career, I'm at the end of the season of learning. So I'm right at the end of season of learning. Within about 1 or 2 months, you're going to see so much a stupid amount of content of me trying to sell the fuck out of this course. I am going to be going so monstrously hard on selling this course. It is not even funny. I will be posting covers like 2 or 3 a day. I will be posting shorts 1 or 2 a day. I will be posting educational content. I will be trying to make as many YouTube viral videos as I can. I will be going so fucking hard to try and get this course to completely change my income and change my life so that I can get a studio. And then as soon as I have a studio and I have a stable income, then I will completely change my whole content creation strategy again. And then I'll probably go into another season of learning, which will be like, all right, how do I set up the right business and the right brand and the right content strategy for me to achieve my personal goals, like with family and things like that. So we all go through them. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too, Brad. Like, I kid you not, when I announced the mentor community, like, you guys got to understand, like, I truly, like, you guys have changed my life. Like, seriously. The day I announced my mentor community, and then I think it was Brad, I made the post. I opened the community for mentoring, and I was like, I'm going to put this price, it's $300 per year. I wonder if anyone will pay for it. I released it. Brad and a few other people signed up. I kid you not, I was on the phone to Sarah and I was crying. Because it was like, that was the first step from going from season of learning to earning. And like, that was so huge that I was like, bro, that was like 18 months of pain of like failing and failing and failing and failing, and everyone behind me being like, what are you doing, Luan? What are you doing, Luan? You've got a family. Stop doing that. Don't be crazy. This is stupid. Try this. Don't do, no. Failing and failing. And then to get the recognition of a few people to be like, yeah, we're totally buying this. That was like, whew. Then you go back in and then you do more. And then you guys would have seen me. I just went even harder. And I was like, I'm going to make this fucking really good. I'm going to make this like, I'm making this product like, you come in, you pay for one lesson and you think you're getting a year of value. No, you get that one session. The best compliment I ever got was Steve. When Steve joined, and in one day, he's like, dude, I got my whole money's back worth in one day. And I was like, thank fucking God, because that's my goal. My goal is that when you sign up for a year, you get that whole year of value happens in one day. And then you got the rest of the year to enjoy yourself. So that decision to join the community was never wrong. So that's how I approach my business. So I think we're really close on nailing it right now. I'm so close to the product being fantastic that it's just like a no-brainer, because I want you guys to refer the program to your friends, and I want to make sure that when you guys say that this guy, like say Luan is very good, you should definitely check this out and join. And when they do join, I need to affirm that you guys are correct, because your reputation on what you're recommending is based on my performance. So, yeah. Did I think John Mayer? Dude, I have no idea. His deal would have been so different back in the day. He wouldn't have signed a 360 deal, so he would have made quite a bit of money on a lot of stuff. Dude, you got the $80. Austin, if you think that's fucking good, wait till you join the mentor community, bro. We hang out every Saturday on Zoom, and it's like, it's learning on steroids. And I'm going to raise the price for it very soon. But I'll give you guys a heads up. I'll give you guys like a 2-week window that I'm raising the price on the community. But it's, yeah, the mentor community is the one that is like fucking sexy as. You got some other stuff, dude, don't worry. It'll happen, man. It'll happen. One day you'll join and you'll be like, this is sick. My actual goal is to set up a free infrastructure. So that's why I'm building the Making Money course. So like I do the money course. Everyone goes through the money course and then they all make money and they're like, holy shit, like this all works. And then they're all going to go make the money. And then they're like, then I'm hoping that the first like $1,000 that they make, that they're like, whatever, pay off expenses. And then they join the mentor program so that they can then make more money faster. So that's essentially like the theory. I don't know if it will work, but it'll be pretty cool. And then eventually we're probably going to start running ads to the community in a month or so. I will be dropping a lot of money on ads. And because I think just I don't want to wait for organic to do its thing. I would just probably run Facebook ads and Instagram ads. And then I think we'll get a lot of people into the community. It'd be pretty sick. It'd be very, very cool. But anyway, I need to go eat some food, and I've been just talking a lot. But yeah, sorry, I kind of like got super sidetracked. But I really appreciate you guys taking the time and listening. And the fact that like, hold on a sec, let's look at this. I think this is crazy. Hold on a sec, let's have a look. Where are we at on the live right now? So I'm live right now, and there's 5 people that are watching live. Oscar's staying up till 3 a.m. to listen to it. The fact that you guys just like stayed here and listened to me rant and talk about shit is just like insane. Miss Mary Cat's on Twitch. Austin's on Twitch. Like, you guys are insane. I fucking love you guys. So thank you so much for doing this. So bit of a sneaky emotional one. And like, Pops, man, that $99 gift that you gave us in the YouTube channel is so good. Thank you. Like, again, when you guys, it's a lot. I know it's a lot. Even just the like subscribing and sharing the content to your friends is such a huge, like, I'm so grateful for that. And then when you guys go and put your own hard-earned money behind my brand to help, you know, build what I'm building, that's like, I will only just strive to deliver more value and just be better and better and better for you guys. So, yeah, Oscar, your uni is a waste of time. But as much as I'm telling you that your uni is a waste of time, sometimes you just got to go through it. But that's because uni is teaching you declarative knowledge, which is knowledge that like people are saying like, you should learn this stuff. Whereas mine is all procedural. So mine is all like, I took all that knowledge that I learned from Berkeley and I sifted through all the bullshit. And then I did all the stuff that was really important, because I would literally go to a class at Berkeley and then so I would go to like my normal Berkeley traditional class. And then I would go to a master class with someone who was super fucking successful. And then that person would completely tell us like, everything you're learning at Berkeley is a waste of time. And you'd be like, all right, cool. I guess that's what's happening. Good times. I was like, all right, I'll just go like be mad about myself. Anyway, I really got to go. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Stay safe, and I'll catch you guys. We're not going to be doing another stream today, but I will be back on Tuesday for the streams, and I'm going to try and bring the band in some point next week, so we have another band stream. But the gigging course is going to be finished by next week, and then I'm going to finish the live performance course. I'm doing a whole live performance course for you guys that will teach you all the tricks that I use to live perform, how to do mashups, how to do medleys, how to engage with the crowd, how to do all those things. I'll break down some of my live performances so you can know how I'm thinking, because I've recorded some of my my country nights, and they, I don't know how much of a masterclass they'll be, but you'll be able to see how I interact with the crowd, and I will go through some explanations of my thought processes during different points in the show. Yeah. So anything to help you guys get more confident in performing. Like, the goal of that course will be like, so you could either perform in front of a crowd of 1,000 people plus, or even if you're playing in front of your, like for your family, like learning how to engage with them and make it really fun and enticing for them to enjoy what you're doing. So it doesn't matter who you're performing for. The skills of performance are very important, and understanding how to do that is really key. So I'll help you guys with that. All right, I'm going to turn this off. Stay safe, everybody. I will catch you guys